welcome to my first fifth grade Woodland winter concert. I'm very excited. This is my second year doing the band here at Woodland School, and what we have here on stage is our second year fifth grade musicians in the band program. Our second group playing this evening will be the fifth grade strings, and then we have the middle school, the all-school orchestra directed by Mr. Baudet. And we're going to start today with a piece entitled March Across the Seas. Continue with a song that uses the when they first start learning beginner band, they learn 5 notes. I call it the big 5. And when you learn those 5 notes, there's a bunch of songs that you can play. And this is one of the first ones that they learn in 4th grade or 5th grade, depending on when they begin. And it just lines up right around this time of year. So we'd like to play for you Jingle Bells. One of the things that we experience when we're first learning and playing in band, not as much playing in the different group lessons, but when we put a full band together, the flutes are genuinely designed to play these really high notes. But when they first start learning, their range is about the same as the trumpets and the saxes and the clarinets. So sometimes in the music we don't get to hear them as well as we'd like to, until they get a little more advanced and they can start playing above all the instruments. So we're going to play a song for you right now, but we've added a little flute introduction so we get to hear these wonderful flute players today. So without any further ado, we're going to play the dreidel song. Not too fast. One, two. Pieces that we played were out of their method book, what they use in their lessons and what they practice at home. And now we're going to play our last three songs are a little more advanced. These are from full band arrangements, so we have a little more orchestration in these parts. So our first piece we're going to do is called A Children's Christmas Carol. One, two, So we're going to continue with a piece entitled Christmas Fun. This is a medley of several Christmas carols, and I think nowadays we call it a mashup, but back in the day it was called a medley. So a mashup or medley, however you want to think of it, we're going to play Christmas Fun. to conclude our portion of today's concert, this evening's concert, with a very famous piece called, well, it's from the ballet, The Nutcracker, but this is the march theme from The Nutcracker, the one that everybody knows, the one that has the little triplet dance in it. Do, 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 do. So, yes, you got to hear me sing. I hope people are filming that. Okay, after we play, we're going to bring up the 5th grade strings. We have a big group of 5th grade strings just getting ready to play, and then that's directed by Mrs. Knapp, and then we'll have the all-school orchestra. So thank you very much, and thank you for supporting our wonderful music program here in Milford. I do want to thank the administration here, Mr. Kernan, and everyone else, and Nadine Pomeroy, our director of music, and I hope you enjoy the Nutcracker March. What?
Mrs. Knapp. I'm one of the string teachers here in Milford Public Schools, and this is our 5th grade strings ensemble. We're a mix. We've got some second year and some third year students. We have a student that about 3 weeks ago switched from violin to cello, so that's pretty neat. This is a very themed concert for us. We've been working on bow technique a lot. This is a huge stepping stone for us to start playing more sophisticated ensemble music in the following concert. So this theme for us is a lot of bow technique. Our first song we're going to play for you today is Pop Goes the Weasel. and sweet and to the point. Our next song we're going to play is a little more festive. It's going to be Jolly Old St. Nicholas, and in this piece we're working on longer rhythmic values, half notes that are teaching us about bow control and producing a good tone that way. So I hope you enjoy Jolly Old St. Nicholas. Our next selection we're going to play is Hanukkah Hanukkah, and this one also has long notes for them to practice their bow control, but it also has a symbol that's very important in orchestral playing called a bow lift, where we learn how to lift our bow after playing one note and kind of make a circle in the air. I hope you enjoy Hanukkah Hanukkah. Our last selection we're playing tonight is our longest, just because we play it so many times. Our last selection is called Bylum Cabbage Down, which is a very common, popular American fiddle tune. We're using this song to practice a couple of things. There's an A and a B part, so we're playing harmony. We're also learning a kind of alternative string technique where we'll be sliding up into a note. And finally, we're going to be using it to create harmony on a single instrument, which I'll explain in just a second. So here's Bylum Cabbage Down. So we're going to play that again, and this time we're going to be playing something called double stops, which is another very particular string technique where our bow is balanced on 2 different strings. So we're creating harmony with ourselves, which is pretty neat. String instruments are the only people, besides pianos, that can do that. So I hope you enjoy our fiddle tune. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the 5th grade strings. Next up, we're going to have all school orchestra. Just hang tight for a second. Thanks.
So this is a little bit different. Normally, all school does not play on the 5th grade concert, but unfortunately, this year the Pops concert was canceled in part because of, well, me. I ended up getting the flu, and I was out for that day. So we are now here tonight. So this is an extra special treat. It's kind of, I always think it's neat when we get a chance to see what it's like when the students are beginning and then what it turns into down the road. This is what it turns into in a few more years. So for those of you that have a child that just started playing an instrument, keep working on them and reminding them to practice and do all those things, because it's possible to get to this level. The first piece we're going to play is Hanukkah Habanera. So I'd like to also thank a few people. Concerts like this aren't possible without our Director of Music, Nadine Pomeroy. She helps put together and organize all of these events and helps keep the music department going. She's able to support us and give us the support that we need. So I'd like to thank her, as well as the administration here in Milford for all their continued support. A few other people here. Mrs. Knapp, also to thank her for helping out with all her things, as well as Alexia for helping out with all school and lots of other things, 5th grade and 4th grade and all the extra things she does as well. The final piece that we're going to play tonight is called Appalachian Carol. Thank you for coming out tonight, and good night.